Hey everyone, welcome up from the depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 127 of the Battleship Brawl Season 5 tournament. This episode we've got the Polaris by Delta Force going up against the Battlesheep by PS in the second of the two semi-final rounds. Let's go ahead and get this battle underway, and we'll see how this fight goes. Battlesheep's initial volley come in, looks like it might clip a little bit, yeah. There's some hits from the stern there, damaging these propellers. But I think those are just spin blocked propellers. Those are just for show. Battleship firing another volley. Making some fairly serious dents in the Polaris's hull there, but dents are quickly patched back up by the repair bots. And then the first volley from the Polaris is coming in. Battleship getting knocked down to 94% from those hits. Pretty massive holes blown in the side here, but this is also open space. It's, you know, spaced armor. Ooh. Stern taking another hit there. And now the shower just never stops. Oh, barrel damage to those guns there. Polaris is actually losing by HP right now, though. Both ships have fairly decent repair capabilities. Well, Polaris has a lot better, but Battleship's repairs aren't bad if I remember right. Ooh. Ah. Can't see because of the smoke. I saw something I wanted to comment on. Oh, yep, see? We've actually got damage down in here with the barrels. Oh my god. Up a good fight here. It has lost the lead, but not by a lot. The issue here is the Polaris is probably going to be able to outlast the Battleship because it has a lot more materials available to it. But it is also burning through those materials faster. I don't know how well the Polaris will hold up once it runs out of materials, if the Battleship is still able to keep putting out this kind of damage. Oh, the Battleship has some serious damage in the middle here, though. Not quite in danger of breaking in half, but the possibility is there. It exists. Oh, the Battleship has fallen significantly behind now they can't repair anymore. It looks like several of the guns... Yeah, several of the guns are just not there anymore on the Polaris. Once it runs out of materials to repair with, I don't, like, it's just not gonna stay as sturdy. Is out of materials. It will do no more repairs from here on out. Any damage it takes is permanent. And there's only an 8% difference in HP right now. feel like the Battleship has a lot more firepower. The Battleship is still launching a ton of shells at the Polaris, and that gap is you know, thinning out. I don't think either ship's going to die before the 5-minute mark here. We've only got, you know, 35 seconds left. But this will be the first time anybody stood up, I believe the first time anybody stood against the Polaris and actually made it to the end of the round. And that is extremely close in HP. It's only like not even 4% right now. I think this volley right here will be the last one from the Battleship. Oh, it made it a good one. It actually... Oh, I thought it took the lead for a second, but no. 1%. 1% HP is the difference between these two ships in round one. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Look at the poor Battleship. Oh, it did almost break in half. There is very little holding this thing together. Like, this isn't actually touching. That does not work. So it's these pieces over here and this over here that are holding it together. Actually, that's not even... Nope, that's not even doing it. It's this middle part and the side there. Oh, that's rough. But anyway, that's a 67. Oh, I didn't write down the things. Oops. So 67.5 for the Polaris. I'll put the line in later. And 66.5 for the Battleship. Very close round. Very, very close round. It is difficult to have a closer round than that. Alright, here we go. Round 2 underway. We'll see how the Battleship does against what has been thought would be the champion for quite some time now. Like, lots of people have been saying that the ship to beat is the Polaris. So to perform that well against it in the first round is, you know, it's definitely something. And I mean, with things that close, the vote is going to be very important if rounds 2 and 3 are just as close. Oh, those underside hits. I want to see this before it gets repaired. Managed to core in and hit the guns, took out some guns from the underside. I mean, they're probably going to get repaired before everything's all said and done, but that's still quite a few shells. Wow, that's almost all of those guns. Like, seriously. Oh, wait, never mind. I was like, they're destroyed. They're not in the thing. And no, it's because they're over there. Never mind. It's just two of these two rear guns got disabled. And there's one of them has been repaired. I thought the Polaris just took out like half of the friggin' armament of the... Or, I mean, the Battleship took out half of the Polaris's armament, is what I thought had happened, but not quite. And those guns have been repaired, but that was expensive. Fixing guns is never cheap. Oh, that looked like more underside detonations there. Polaris does not like that. Oh, I think one of these barrels may have been disabled by that. Let's go check in on the Battlesheep here, see how it's doing. Whoa. It's got some big old chunks missing. It looks like all of its guns are still functional. Some barrel damage, but that's about it. And the Polaris, at this stage in the battle, last time the Polaris had taken the lead. The Battlesheep's about to run out of materials, but the Polaris is also low on materials, lower than it was in round one. To have any more of its barrels be destroyed. You know, any more guns get taken out, it's not going to be able to fix them. Oh, those underside hits! You can see all kinds of underside damage here. And it does look like it got to some of the guns. Not what the Polaris wanted to see happen. Polaris is now out of materials and is only 0.3% ahead. Man, these underside hits, because the Polaris is turning away, are just ripping up the Polaris from the bottom where it's the weakest. Somebody give those gunners on the Battleship a raise. Oh, Battleship's looking a little low on the water though. Uh-oh. I think Battleship has gone dead in the water, and they're too far apart. So the Battleship is actually getting DQ time, but the Polaris is closing the distance. Yep, I think the distance has been closed. They're no longer too far apart. Polaris is moving real slow too. Polaris down to 66.9%. Here we see the final volley from the Battleship coming in. It should land before time runs out, but another volley will not. And that is it. 62.2 for the Polaris. Whoops. 62.2. And 70.2 for the Battleship. Oh, the Battleship actually winning a round against the Polaris. It lost the first round technically by a whole 1%, but then it won round 2 by 8. So it is technically in the lead right now. But let's get round 3 underway, see how this goes, because there were quite a few of those underside altitude fuse detonation hits. That the Polaris is particularly weak against. And that very easily could have just meant that it was a bit of a, you know, lucky break for the Battleship, getting those hits like that. All the Battleship has to do is not sink, and it will, well, I mean, it's already done better than any other ship has done against the Polaris. But all the Battleship has to do is not sink, and it has, you know, a very good chance of winning via the vote. I mean, even if it sinks, it will probably still have a chance, but... Oh, man, and just look, it's getting those underside hits again. Which is causing... Like, these guns are disabled right here. Polaris does not have a lot of guns. Losing any is a pretty big firepower loss. Even if it's only temporary, because they end up getting repaired. Both ships burning through materials to patch up the holes their enemy has made. The HP values, like they're pretty much even right now. Polaris is well, now the Battleship is actually losing after that last volley. So those side hits, dangerously close to those critical underside hits. Oh, Battlesheep is down to 74% and out of materials. Polaris is still at 90%, but it is running low. Polaris is coming back and like, you know what? You got lucky those first 2 rounds. Now I'm going to show people how this match should have been going. Oh yeah, this gun is disabled, and that's a huge thing. This barrel is also gone. Looks like 2 barrels on this turret are disabled. And the Battleship has gone dead in the water. I mean, well, the sheep's dead, obviously. If the sheep's not there to tow the ship, how's it gonna move? being destroyed. Oh, especially it's almost broken in half. There's a couple of beams here and a couple of beams over here holding the whole dang ship together. But yeah, at 55.3%, it's only going to take another shell or two. Oh, there it is. Battleship is too damaged. And that is it. We'll let this shell do its thing. It did manage a hit. Alright, so that's 85% for the Polaris and a 0 for the Battleship. And then just real quick, we can do a quick copy paste right there, and yeah, that is entirely possible for the vote to make a huge difference. So yeah, make sure you head on over to the Discord to cast your vote, because you're determining who's going into the finals. All right, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.